Scott. Ask Scott.
Hi, Scott. I have two products, one red and one black. They're the exact same product, but they're just different colors, so I put them as different listings. The black one is sold really well, and I am having trouble moving the red one. I have lowered the price, and I have a 20% coupon on the page, and the conversion rate is off the charts. It's above 50%. The problem is I am getting no traction otherwise, and I'm not getting any exposure to the listing. Now, I've done PPC, and the dilemma there is the black listing converts extremely well. The ACOS is below 15% weekly. But I still switch some of the keywords over to the red, and I even pause some keywords just to try to get the red. But the red one does not convert well on ads, and the red one also doesn't show well on Amazon. They just don't show it advertised as well. So that's another problem with the red. So my problem is, and also the main keywords I don't rank well for. And I think that may have to do something to do with the giveaway I did, and I used a super URL. But either way, I don't rank well for the main keywords, but long tail differentiated keywords I rank well for. So the point of all this is I cannot move this product even though it sells well. I just am not getting the exposure to my listing. The buy one get one frees have me showing as other products purchased on my other product page, but still it's not giving me the traffic. And I know if I just had the traffic, I would convert. So my question to you is, what am I missing? What else can I do to get this product to move? Thank you very, very much.
Hey, Chris, thank you so much for the question. And that is your name, I believe, because I seen that in the email, but you didn't put your name in the question, which is okay. But please, guys, if you are asking a question, do me a favor and just leave your first name so I know who I'm speaking with. But in this case, I was able to read my email. So, Chris, thank you for the question. You've got a really good question. And if I think I'm understanding this correctly, it sounds like you have two separate listings, not a variation. So, and I see this happen, and I've even thought about doing this myself because now we can take up more real estate, right? So anyone that's brand new or that's thinking about like adding more products, if you have two separate listings, you have a chance to take up two spots. If you have a listing with variations, you're only going to take up the one spot, and then you're going to have different variations inside of there. Usually the one variation that shows up the most as far as the image goes is going to be the most common one that is selling, or the one that is selling the most. Okay, that's kind of how it works as I see it. Okay, so the first thing is, and you're making it sound as though the red is selling well when people go there, but you can't get people to see it. So the other question here would be then, well, maybe there's not enough people searching for that keyword. So do we know that people are searching for the red version of yours? Even though you only have 50 people that are seeing your page, but it's converting at like 20%, that's phenomenal. But maybe there's just not enough people out there searching for the red one. Right? Is there any proof from competitors that a red one is like getting like tons and tons and tons of traffic? So again, I would then, with the pay-per-click, I would want to make that as targeted as possible to say red garlic press, red stainless steel garlic press, whatever. And then I would want to see the impressions, because the impressions is going to tell me how many people are actually searching for it or how many times it's being displayed. And that's a great way to first off see if there's enough traffic there. There just might not be enough traffic for that particular keyword unless I'm missing something. All right. So my other thing that I would probably do here is I would probably list the red one on the black one as a variation. Why not do that, right? Because you already have the traffic coming there from the black one. So why not then piggyback off of that traffic and then allow the red one to be seen when people click in there and they go, oh, I might want a black one and a red one. Or maybe I want just the red one. I like the black, but I like the red, right? You're giving them options. You're giving them choices. But if you're doing this just to show up in two different spots, that's not going to work. Now, you could, and I would have to see how this would work. You could just create that other SKU and then launch it underneath that listing as a variation, and then still keep the other one on its own listing. I believe you can do that as long as it's got a separate UPC or a separate SKU, but you got to be careful with that type of stuff as well, because then you don't want it to look as though you're selling that same product on two different listings, right? Although if it's a variation, it is a difference because it's a different color to that one. So maybe look into that. But I would say that if your listing is converting well, but you're not getting the traffic, it might be a traffic issue all the way around. It just might not, you might not be able to get enough traffic unless you're seeing that there's tons of traffic. Then then you have to dig in deeper. You have to do some more, refining of your pay-per-click. Maybe do another giveaway with the red one. And again, I wouldn't, moving forward, the super URL type thing, the keyword loaded URL, I'm not really sure that we need to do that. I think if your listing is well optimized, like if red is in your title or red is in the back end, you should start to rank regardless if you did a super URL or a keyword loaded URL. So that would be my recommendations. Maybe a variation. Look at your traffic in pay-per-click if you're getting impressions, and if not, then I would probably focus more on the variation side of things. So hopefully this has helped you. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast. If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business. So definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there and some of it is really, really good. What I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business. And this way here, you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.